Hey everyone, this is LukeMan97 with BeamnNG.Drive, and today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be demonstrating all the Cherrier Vivace models, and I might have a separate video about the toe rack after this. So the Cherrier Vivace and the Cherrier toe rack were added in the 0.19 update, and I already covered the 0.19 update in another video. You have to watch that. But today I'm just going to be doing a video on the Vivace itself, just demonstrating different things. So you go into Cherrier FCV, and in here, so the first one we'll be taking a look at is the base model, the FCV Vivace 110M. Well, 110. It's a base model, and it only has a 3-cylinder engine, so it won't be that powerful, but it'll be, we'll just have to see. So anyway, guys, I already did a video on the 0.19 update. If you haven't seen that yet, I suggest you watch that. So this is the base model with a 3-cylinder engine, which, as you can see, here's what it looks like inside. I don't know why oh good, there the GPS is on. No, it's an okay amount of power, but now you guys probably want to see a crash. So there we go. Nice crash. The engine's actually locked up. Now just a quick look at the damage before we reset it. So that was the 110. That was the base model, 110. It only had a 3-cylinder engine, so it wasn't that powerful. Next one we'll be taking a look at is the 110D, which is a 4-cylinder diesel engine. So apparently the Cherrier Vivace was made by France. I think that's what it said, at least. So the diesel engine should be, so this is the diesel engine one. Pretty much everything is the same inside. It's just about as powerful as the gas one, maybe just not as much, but anyway, I'll crash this thing and then show you guys something else. Both front axles are broken. So anyway, quick look at the damage there. Then I'll reset it. So that was the 110D diesel version. So not really any changes with that, just another base. That was just a base diesel model. So the next one we're going to be taking a look at, skip these toe racks, is the Vivace 160, which is a high-end model. They say it's a high-end, but then they have even higher-end ones like that. But anyway, the Vivace 160, so it's a high-end model, they say, with a 4-cylinder engine. So we'll go ahead and spawn that up, so you guys can see how well that handles. And as you can see, the map I'm on right now is East Coast, USA. So here we go. This version is actually very quiet. Oh no, never mind. At first it was. I was like, what? Oh, but then it got loud. So same concept inside. This is just a bit more powerful. Well, it's a 160 and it has a 4-cylinder engine. Although you can't always rely on the numbers to tell you the engine size. The vehicle is turned upside down. Oh my word. Let me just use the node grabber to pull it back up again. There we go. The front tire is broken, but and we cannot drive. Just a quick look at the damage there. Not too bad, but then we'll reset it. So that's the 160D. They say it's a high-end model, but there's even higher-end ones after it. So I don't know. I don't think I'd say that that's a high-end one. Not really any changes to that either. Maybe just a bit more power. The next one we'll be looking at, I don't think there's anything. The only difference between the 160M and the 160 DCT is that it's heavier. The 160M is only 22,500 pounds, but the 160 DCT is actually 23,600 pounds. So I'll just spawn that up real quick. I don't think it'll be any changes from the 160M, but it's just, I think it's just a little bit heavier, and then it might be a little bit more powerful, although I don't think so. So that's just what that is. That's just another 161. So the next one we'll be taking a look at is the Vivace 150D. So yeah, like I said, you can't count on the numbers for engine size. So it says base model with a larger 4-cylinder diesel engine. So this one's actually diesel. So that's the change from the 160 that we just drove. That's the change. This is diesel. No changes inside really. Just just the diesel engine. It's a little bit more powerful too, than gas, although it might actually be less powerful since it's diesel. Anyway, that's the scoop on that. And so the next one is another, I'm pretty sure the next one is another diesel one. The next one is the 150D DCT. The thing is, that also, just like this one over here, weighs more than the other one. Just a base model with a larger diesel engine. I'm not gonna take the time to spawn that up because I think it's the only thing different is just that it weighs more. The next one we'll be looking at is the Vivace-Polizia, and this one here is the Polizia. I think is Italian for police. So this is the police one. Sorry, it's taking. Okay, there we go. Just probably the only difference in this, I didn't read the description, but it's just basically just a tuned model, a little bit more powerful, so the police have a lot of power to get people. And then that's what the siren sounds like. So that's basically the Polizia one. Probably the only change in that, of course, you can see the paint job and the siren, and then probably just the engine's probably tuned, has increased power so that you can get crooks better. I'll just look at the description. With a larger 4-cylinder diesel engine, so yeah, it has a diesel engine. So the next one we'll be looking at is the 190 SD, and this one is a sport model actually, with a 4-cylinder diesel engine. So let me just go ahead and spawn this up. So this is a diesel engine, just same 4-cylinder. It's actually a sport model though, so it'll probably have a tuned engine. You can go faster. As you notice in here, there is really nice lighted up trim. And if you want me to prove that, I'll turn out the lights. I'll make it dark. Okay. Why can I not get it? Oh, actually, I apologize, guys. The trim in this one is not lighted up. I'm thinking of a different version. So anyway, it's just painted, it just has a nice red dash. So this is the sport model, just probably a more tuned engine. It has a diesel engine, so that's kind of the scoop on this. I'll just go ahead and crash it so you guys can see that. I just locked the engine up. Back here the lights are going crazy. I don't know why they did that. It's kind of stupid. But anyway, the GPS and the instrument cluster, they're so computerized. They go out if you have a really bad crash, as I showed you in my BeamnNG.Drive 0.19 update video. Anyway, we'll go ahead and reset that. So that's the Sport 4-cylinder engine on that. And the next one we're going to be taking a look at is, wait for it to load up here. Next one we'll be taking a look at is the Vivace-230S DCT. So this is it's a sport model, just like the last one we looked at, but but it's not a diesel. It's a 4-cylinder gas engine, and it has sport suspension. So it not only is a sport, but it has sport suspension and probably a tuned engine too. Now this is the one that I talked about in my 0.19 update. This is the one that I showed. Anyway, you see this bright trim in here. The one in the last one, the dash stuff, the one in the last one wasn't lit up, as you saw. I actually said the wrong thing about that, but this one is. And I can prove to you it's not just a bright color, it's actually lit up. Go into environment here. Turn it to night. You guys see, it's not just painted nice. Look, it stays lit up. Even at night, it stays lit up. So, that's how I can prove to you that this thing has lit up dash. Anyway, just take this for a little drive. No real changes inside. No real changes inside. You can hear it shifting. There, you heard it shift. It's a gasoline engine, so it's probably slightly faster than a diesel. So it's a very nice car. It goes really nice and fast. It goes so fast. Now let's see if we can have a nice crash. There we go. So that's the sport. That's the gasoline sport model, and that's a really nice one. I definitely recommend it. And I love the paint job on that. That shade of red is just the best paint job, I think. So, next one we'll be having a look at is, let's see, the Vivace-E. The Vivace-E right now is the only electric model of the Vivace available in the game. And it says medium range electric model on the description. So this car does not pollute the air. It's electric. It has batteries. So, environmentalists, this is the car for you. Anyway, you can see when you go inside, there's some differences. Instead of an RPM gauge, wait, let me see. Instead of an RPM gauge over here on the left side, it says power, eco, and comfort, or something like that. And then on the right, you just have the regular speedometer. But that's the difference, you see? It says power, it changes as you accelerate. As you can tell, if you guys like quiet cars, this is the car for you too, because it's very quiet, as you would imagine with an electric model. Oops. Guess I kind of crashed, but let's see if it still drives. But anyway, this is the car for you. If you're an environmentalist or you're very quiet cars, yes, this is a good car. It's very nice because it goes so quietly. So this is the only electric model of the Vivace, and so that's the end of so the next Vivace the next Vivace that we'll be taking a look at is, let's see, so we looked at the E, is the S270. So it just says sport model with a larger 4-cylinder engine and sport suspension. So it basically says the same thing as here, except here it says larger engine instead of back there. But anyway, this is where stuff starts to change. Before, stuff really didn't change, except maybe, I don't know, wheel patterns or, you know, the electric mod or diesel engine or I don't know. But here's where stuff starts to change. So you guys will notice here that instead of just 2 lights, there's an actual bar on the tail lights and stuff. And when you light up your headlights, that bar comes on, so that's really cool. And then you'll see it says Vivace S there. Usually it just says Vivace. I assume S means sport, probably. I don't know, probably. But here's the exhaust pipes down here. There's 2 exhaust pipes per side, so that's kind of nice. And then I'll back the car up. You can see it's kind of beefier on the back too. It's kind of beefier with the wheel sides. But anyway, I'll back it up so you guys can see the front. As you can see here on the front, this is it's widened. I mean, there's the grill here in the middle is sort of the same, has the same headlights and stuff usually, except for this little light here, I think. But the grill on the bottom is anyway, it's just a bigger, wider front. Anyway, inside, not really much changes from the regular thing, just some nice coloration in here. I believe I can prove to you that this yellow is lit up too. I'll turn it to dark. Yeah, that yellow on the dash is lit up. So definitely, it's not just colored bright, it's lit up. So that's really nice. So this car is also pretty fast. It's a gasoline engine, so you'd expect it to be fast. But anyway, let you take a listen to it. Anyway, let's find a nice place to crash here. Broken axle. I'll reset the car. So that's the Sport 270S model. Pretty yellow color too, if you ask me. So just some different outside changes, and it has that inside yellow lit up trim too, which is also nice. The next one we'll be taking a look at, actually we're not gonna look at this S270 DCT, because this is just basically the same thing, just in the same way, heavier than the other one. The next one is the Vivace S Gendarme. Don't ask me, don't quote me on how to pronounce that, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is a police version from a country in Europe, I believe. It's a police version from a European country. Anyway, there's a turn on top, turn on. Oh, no. Has the exact same siren as the Polizia. But anyway, same concept with the tail lights as the Sport 270S. And it's just beefier like the 270S too. And then same front concept as the 270S. Inside, same thing basically. This might just have a, like I said with the other one, quite a big engine so it can, you know, chase people. Take a listen to that siren, and how it drives. Nice crash there. Quick look at the damage, really mashed up, kind of there. The 2 front wheels are broken. Reset the car. So, next one we'll be taking a look at is, again, we have the Vivace S310 Arsenic. And but same thing, this PCT, it's just heavier than the M. But it says Special Edition Sport Model with a powerful 4-cylinder engine, sport suspension. So it has sport suspension just like the other sports, and it's a powerful one. So this is the beginning of the Arsenic one. So basically same concept with taillights as the last two that we saw, and kind of same concept with taillights. Different wheels. Oh, and then up front you see this lighted up portion here, that's new. And then inside, actually the instrument cluster, the colors, I didn't mention this before, but they can be changed if you change the sport mode and the ESC mode. So green is one ESC mode, then it turns gray when you turn the ESC off, I think, and then it turns blue when it's on another mode, and red. Let me just put it on blue mode because blue is sport, I think. But anyway, that's the scoop on the ESC. Hear that powerful engine. This thing's pretty nicely fast. It's a gasoline engine too, I believe. Ooh, nice crash there. Fuel tank leaking. Looks like we're heading into the river. And as on the Sport 270S and stuff that you can see, it has orange trim, orange lighted up trim. I won't take time to prove that because I already did on the others. So it has orange lighted up trim. That's also really nice. So that's the Vivace S310 Arsenic. So the next one we're going to be taking a look at is the Vivace S350Q. So this is a sport model with a powerful 5-cylinder engine, sport suspension, and all-wheel drive. So this is stepping it up a bit because it has a 5-cylinder engine and all-wheel drive. Oh guys, I apologize about, I thought this was the weight. This is actually the value. So actually, forgive me for that. I apologize. Anyway, we'll take a look at this Vivace S350Q. So basically, same thing going on with the taillights and exhaust pipes and wheel well here. Nice red color. And you can hear that nice engine sound. I'll take time to let you just hear that. So that's a very nice engine sound if you ask me. It's a 5-cylinder engine. It sure gets up to speed fast. Let's just crash. Anyway, inside, same thing going on with the lighted up trim, as usual. Anyway, that's the S350Q. So that's a very powerful one, as you see, with the 5-cylinder engine. And then the next one we'll be looking at is the Vivace S310 Arsenic Track Day. So that's actually a copy of this here, I believe, except for it has, of course, different wheels, and it doesn't have these little lights here, and then it has the... Anyway, I'll spawn it up and you guys can see. But the Vivace S310 Track Day. This is what it looks like. So differences between the other Vivaces: has a roll cage, a wing on the back, and of course it has different kinds of wheels. And it doesn't have those little lighty things on the front like the other thing had. And it doesn't have lighted up trim inside. And like I said, the color of the speedometers varies the instrument cluster varies as to what sport mode you're in. Anyway, I mean what ESC mode. Well, let's take this for a drive. Listen to that shift. And the engine. Now let's have a nice engine locked up. Some nice damage. The electronics are off. Anyway, that's the Vivace S3 Arsenic S310 track day. So that's basically just a copy of the other Vivace S310. It's just that it has that wing and just a few little things are different, but that's mainly a copy of that, I believe. Next one we'll be looking at is the one it shows in the thumbnail. That's the FCW Vivace S, well, not FCW, but Vivace S410Q Arsenic. So I think this is basically putting it all together, the Q and the 5, I mean, it has special edition, sport model with a powerful 5-cylinder engine, sport suspension, and all-wheel drive. So this is a sport model, just like the other ones we've looked at. So here we go. This basically same thing going on with tail lights and stuff. We have these snazzy little lights in the grill, very nice little lights. Then you go inside, it has lighted up trim, just like a few other sport models. And then that's mainly about it. But I'm going to take it for a drive now. Listen to that engine. Doesn't it sound good? This is basically putting it all together, all the sport stuff together. Anyway, that's the scoop on that. And the couple last ones we're going to look at are actually not factory versions. The 4 last ones are not. They're actually configurations. So the first one we're going to look at is the Vivace Race. So this is equipped with a powerful 4-cylinder engine, front-wheel drive, and a full complement of race upgrades. So this would be customized. This would not be like a factory-made one sold by Cherrier, as you probably. So you can see here, very powerful engine. So it adds a wing, and you look at these big breathers down here. And then you can see there's a roll cage inside, just regular racing steering wheel, just one seat for racing. And then in the front, you know, just customized cool logos and stuff. So that's the race version. Next kind we're going to be taking a look at is the Hill Climb. So the Hill Climb is a 5-cylinder engine, all-wheel drive, and race upgrades and accessories. So the Hill Climb is probably meant to climb hills. Don't quote me on that, but maybe. So same thing going on with the breathers. Oh, I forgot to mention it doesn't have the long bar between the tail lights. Same thing with the Vivace Race. It doesn't have the long bar like the sport models did, and it just has one big tailpipe. So this one, though, I believe, just, you know, one race seat, roll cage, basically same thing as the other one, except it has like more powerful engines. Listen to that thing rip. Anyway, that's what that's like. Next one we're going to be looking at, the last two we'll be looking at are off-road versions of it. Well, not off-road, but they're gravel versions. So the first one is Vivace Rally. Oh no, this isn't gravel. Vivace Rally Asphalt. So this is 4-cylinder engine, all-wheel drive, and rally upgrades. So we'll take a look at this real quick. Basically, same thing as Hill Climb, just maybe some different logos and stuff. Oh, and the wing, or whatever you want to call it, is up here, not coming out from the tail light like it was before. So that's basically the scoop on that. You go inside, you can see the roll cage around me, that orange roll cage. Let me take this for a drive so you guys can see. Take a minute to just listen to that. Oops, I go inside for a minute and then I crash. But anyway, take a minute to listen to this. Yeah, that's a very nice looking sound. This is the rally asphalt version. This is actually rally. I just really, anyway, reset that. That's the rally asphalt. And the last version we'll be looking at is the Vivace Rally Gravel. So 4-cylinder engine, basically same thing as the Rally Asphalt, or well, I'll explain that when it comes up. Basically same thing as Rally Asphalt, of course, just different color. And then also the one thing that's different about it is it has higher ground clearance. You can see that than the asphalt one. It needs that more ground clearance for asphalt, and I think it has maybe better suspension. You go inside, not really much is different compared to the Rally asphalt. Take a listen to that engine. The Rally Gravel version. As you can see, it has more like ground clearance and stuff, but not too different from the Rally Asphalt. Anyway, guys, that's all for today on the Cherrier Vivace, and I will probably be doing another video on the tow rack soon, so just look out for that video. And so that'll do it. That does it, guys, for today's video. And if you like this video, don't forget to press the like button down below the video, and don't forget to click that red subscribe button. And after you've clicked the red subscribe button, don't forget to hit the bell icon, which is beside it, once you click it, to make sure you get notifications on all my newest videos. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.